still get pills. I'm aiming for weeks, so I'm aiming to kill. So up in the men's don't give a fuck, you can still get drilled. All I wanna do is crush that porn. My niggas them told me make peace before you go to war. I said fuck that, I wanna drill now and then drill some more. Smoke my man in the face, yeah that point got scored. Couldn't give a toss about law. Niggas no CP. More time if it was done by the 7, it was done by me. I ride for my G's, put my heart on the streets. So if you see me, that's not my teeth. So chat tough and I'm spinning round. Ask the ops how that spin the sounds. When I spin the banks, try and know that's a nigga down. And where I'm from, we always know to keep things around. All the risks that the team be taking. That's why my nigga Nero's money.
Salute. Just wanted to do a quick live. I've been trying to go live for the last couple of days. I've been having loads of technical issues with my computer. So I thought I'd give it a try today. And it seems to be working. So I just quickly want to talk about some fights. Obviously, I've not been on here for, I think, the past 3 or 4 weeks. So I just want to try and rip through and talk quickly about the fights, what have happened since I was last live. Starting with this fight, it was Florian Marcoux versus Jamie Stewart. I watched this fight. This was last weekend. This guy, to me, is the most exciting fighter coming out of the UK at the moment. Marcoux. He's now 8 with 5 knockouts and 1 draw. He was robbed on this fight. Salute Underground Asylum. Salute to you, Crust the Legend. Just playing catch-up, brothers, on a few fights what I've missed. So, jumping back on, he was robbed in this fight. It should have been 8 straight wins for the young lad. He knocked him down in round 2. But I did a video on this last week. The referee must have had a brown envelope put in his back pocket because somehow he scored this fight a draw, which was an absolute joke. Marcoux is back in action on the 30th of January. Like I say, he's the most exciting guy for me. Salute to you, Mo. Hope you're all right, brother. He's the most exciting fighter for me. If you want a link, Mo, just let me know and I'll drop you one. He's the most exciting fighter for me coming out of the UK at the moment. I love his energy. The guy wants all the smoke. Salute to you, Straight Fighter. Hope you're good, brother. He wants all the smoke with everyone. And like I say, he's back in action on the 30th of January. So I look forward to seeing them. Like I say, I love the guy's energy. He's called out Conor Benn. Conor Benn's ducking him. And he was robbed in his last fight of a victory on his matchroom debut. So it'll be good to see Marcoux back in action on the 30th of January. Like I say, for me, he's the most exciting fighter coming out of the UK. Raw power, speed. It's just everything about him. He's like a wild dog when he's let off the lead. A lot to prove on. Like I say, he's only a young kid just starting his career. And look forward to seeing him again. Salute Curtis Anderson. Salute to you, brother. So moving on to the next fight. This was on the same night. These two. Spence Jr. versus Danny Garcia. What's it put? When you guys talk live, do you use Discord? No, I use StreamYard, me. Yeah, talking quickly about this. This fight was awesome. Errol Spence Jr. showed once again that he's the real deal. After a year out, after his accident, he came back to fight a very good fighter, a great counterpuncher in Danny Garcia. He beat Danny up for me. I didn't see all the fight. I saw half of the fights and I caught the last bit of the highlights. But what I saw was a great performance. There's not really much to say in my eyes. There's him and Bud Crawford. who are the king of the welterweights. But we've been going round in circles for years talking about these two fighting. When is it going to happen? God knows. I haven't got a clue. But for me, Spence and Bud are most definite the two best welterweights in the world. They need to get this fight put on together. Salute to you, Flower. You're good, Queen. I'm just playing catch up because I've not been on here for a while. So, like I say, there's not really much to say apart from I just need to see these two fight as soon as possible. Salute to you, Mike. If you want to get on, you're more than welcome. I'm just ripping through these fights as quick as I can. I'll salute to you. Yeah, so like I say, it was a good fight. Spence dominated the fight for me. I mean, you only had to look at Danny Garcia's face after he was bust up, but Danny's a tough fighter. I do believe he'll come again. I don't know when. I do think Danny Garcia is a good fighter, but Earl's just a class above the guy. He dominated the fight. Like I say, just got to get him and Bud together now and make this fight. Spence said he's only got a couple more fights left at 147, and then he's on about moving up to 154. Yeah, all right, Mike, I'll send you the link now because I'm just trying to rip through it. Just let me invite. Yeah, so like I say, just bear with me 1 second. Send Mike this link. Right, I've sent it to you now, Mike. So you should get that. So yeah, great performance by Spence. Like I say, he needs to fight Bud, and it needs to be made soon. I can't be dealing with this Pacquiao Mayweather shit because that's how it's going to turn out to be. Then ripping through this fight as well. Joshua versus Pulev. God, this is how long it is since I was last on. Joshua versus Pulev. I thought this was an excellent performance by Joshua. He showed me that the things what he did show me that he was willing to try and mix it up a bit with Pulev. All right, Mike.
What's up, Laws?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. Just ripping through these fights quick, brother, because I'm just playing catch up. My computer's working now, so just gonna go through it. So, Mike, right. What did you think of the Joshua Pulev fight, brother?
I mean, only thing I think about it is that from what I can see, it still looks like the AJ is still hittable with that right hand, you know. But I think AJ did a lot better job this time with the way he's fighting. Because when he fought Andrew Ruiz, it didn't. It looked pretty like he didn't know the dance moves, but like he just learned the dance moves, and he got out there for the first time in front of everybody, and it just didn't look forced. This time around, his jab and moving around the ring, it looked a little bit better. It looked a lot better, but it didn't look like. Basically, it looked like he learned something. It looked like he took something from the last fight, and at least attempted to polish it off a bit. Unlike a lot of these fighters out there. So I give him kudos for that and stuff like that. But still, that right hand, man, even for as slow as and not mobile of a fighter as Pulev is, he still was able to, land it for, a couple times, and a couple other shots and stuff like that. The guy just wasn't mobile enough to cut off the ring,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Most just perhaps put AJ is still learning. Yeah, he is still learning, Pat. But yeah, I agree with you there. He is still learning, but I think every fight, me personally, I think every fighter should be able to learn in every fight. But I thought it was a good performance by him against against a durable fighter. I mean, Pulev's not the biggest puncher, as we all know. Salute Bruce Ghost, salute to you, brother. But let it alone. For me, I thought it was a good. I can sort of see where you're coming from. He still did seem a little bit gun shy, you know, when he was mixing it up. He seemed like he didn't want to get hit. You know, I suppose he's always wary of that counter punch. But all in all, I thought it was a good performance from him. Me, I think he'll fight Pulev next. Not Pulev, Usyk. I think that's who they'll fight next. So then, just quickly, Mike, going through. Did you see this fight at the weekend? Did you see the Triple G?
Yeah, I saw that. But I went back and watched some of it. But yeah, I watched some of it, some of the rounds. I didn't watch it. Well, actually, I did watch like a couple of rounds live before my phone died, and then I went back and watched some of it later. But yeah, I watched a little bit of that bum of the month.
Bum of the month. Do you not think that Zara? Because I was reading earlier on Google that Golovkin's been roasted for not putting him away. But do you just not think that Zara Mata's chin was just better than what people think it was?
I don't know what to say, because you know, some people they hit on people's age, they hit on people's you know, they've been fighting for too long and stuff like that. Or it could have just been that guy, you know what I'm saying? He could have just been that dude, you know what I'm saying, that night, you know. But the next night he's probably not going to be that guy, you know. Many of fighters, when they finally get to the top stage and stuff like that, find a way to muster a little bit more than usual. You know what I'm saying? They in the gym longer. They're in the gym on much of a frequency. They eating better. They minding this. They minding that. So you know, I think that's part of it too. Is like, you know, this is your time to shine, and you know, you can seize the moment or you can not seize the moment. But I just wasn't impressed of the competition, though, the level of competition. I just wasn't impressed.
I think he was better than what people thought, because when I did a video on it, I thought, salute Ricky, salute Tyrone. I had it down as he was going to get blown away, because I looked at his records and he only had 5 KOs out of 21 fights. And when I looked through his resume, there wasn't anyone on there what stuck out to me. So I thought, yeah, he's going to steamroll him. But fair dues to Zara Mata. He stuck in there. I mean, he got knocked down several times, but salute Kenneth Johnson, salute to you. But he managed to stay up and do better. I think his chin was better than what people thought. But Golovkin, I don't know where he goes from me, because I was thinking about this. I mean, where does he go from here? Because, you know, he's always got a chance because he's a big puncher, but what's he put? Brown Unboxing, salute to you. He's put Zara Mata needs to work on his defense, bro. Yeah, he does. Most definitely he does. Yeah, most definitely. Like I say, I think I give credit to Zara Mata. I think he was better than what people thought he was. Triple G should fight Mongal next. Yeah, that's a good comment, Laura.
What do you say?
He's put Triple G should fight Mongal next. That's a good arse fight. That's a good arse fight. So, Mike, just quickly going through then. I think I want to cover just 2 more things. So I'm not going to be on here much longer, but I just want to cover what was the next fight. Oh, it was the where was it now? Oh God, I'm all over the show, me. It was this fight. You see that fight? The Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah, I saw a bit of that bum of the month fight too.
Bum of the month. They're all bum of the month. Do you know what?
No, I mean, I'm not trying to. You know what? I give Callum Smith his props. You know, he blew his arm out in the fight. He stuck in there. His chin stood up. He took some hellacious punches. I mean, but the guy, I don't know what he could have done after the arm thing. But before the arm thing, you know, he had his jab that he could have threw a lot better. He body punched through a lot of his punches. He could have threw that a lot better. And I don't know why he was moving that slow. With his punching speed was that slow. Not all the time it was, but some of the time it was just like, come on, bruh, the uppercuts and shit like that. Like, but you know, for Canelo Alvarez not to get rid of this guy, you know, it says a lot. But you know, if you ain't got no defense, you're not going to win in the sport, man. You know,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Lost? Like, if you have like no defense and your only defense is to back up with your head, with your chin in the air, or just to cover up and duck for cover, that's just not going to cut it. And I hate it when boxers just do that, when they just lean on the ropes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, something's eventually going to slip in. Something eventually going to slip in. You can only hide for so much long. You know?
Yeah.
Look at all the motherfuckers when Freddy Krueger was coming after them. They could only hide for so long till Freddy got that ass.
Yeah, great question. Bruce Gosey's put, who looked better this weekend, Triple G or Canelo? Salute Canvas, salute to you, bro. I think Canelo did. I think Canelo, like most just put, Pep's put, Callum Smith came for that bag. He was never ready. Well, that's a good point, but thing is, Pep, Callum Smith did an interview with IFL TV saying, I know he's only had 4 or 5 weeks training camp, but he said there's no excuses. I'm ready for him. And I watched that on Friday. This fight reminded me of Canelo versus Sergey Kovalev. Yeah, Callum Smith came in and laid down. Do you know what, Tyrone? I was speaking to Mike last night about this. Callum Smith would have been better if he'd have used his jab, but he never used his jab. And when he did use it, it was effective. I've gone back and watched the fight today, Mike, and all he seems like he was doing was, I'm back, I'll step away. All right, salute flower. Yeah, all he was doing. How do you let a little guy like that get off with his jab and catch you with every punch? Because Callum Smith, all I saw what he was doing was going back on the back foot all the time. He did try some good uppercuts, but the man could have kept Canelo at bay with his jab.
The times that he did use his jab, that I seen, he had some spurts of the moment with his jab. You know what I'm saying, with Canelo. You know, but I don't think Callum Smith came in there to just lay down. You know, I can say trust your jab, use your jab, and all that stuff, but I'm not the one in the ring. You know, I'm not Callum Smith. I'm not the one that got to throw these jabs and then get caught after I throw my jab, because obviously there was something that Canelo was doing to keep this guy from using his jab, to keep this guy from going forward. You know what I'm saying? There was something that he was doing. And guess what he was doing? He was hitting the fuck out of him. Yeah. That's what he was doing. You know, and
definite.
And the only thing that Callum Smith could do was hope that he landed a few punches to back him up eventually, or knock him out, or daze him, give him something to respect him. Which I think that Callum Smith did hit him with a few shots to make Canelo respect him. But the thing about it is, a few.
Yeah.
And Canelo was throwing the whole damn farm full of beef with Compluterol at him. You know what I'm saying? Sure. So
my coffee over my computer there.
Yeah, he's throwing the whole farm, everything in there, all the cows, and you know, with all that clean up in it. So that's the reason why I don't like, I can't really say too much because it wasn't like he just got up in there and put his hands down. The guy actually, he looked like he tried, but it wasn't a bad thing he could do.
Yeah. I think a bit of both. Yeah, he did.
Wasn't nothing you can do.
He gave it a go, but he could. For me, Mike, he could have used his fucking jab a lot better. If he'd have used his range, he maybe would have still lost the fight. But I believe he could have kept Canelo at bay a bit.
Yeah, but look how many times he used his jab. He got hit right after that.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, though, Mike, what I found with him, what I found with the fight as well, he let Canelo set the pace. He let Canelo come forward. He was boxing on the back foot all the time, and he was on the ropes. A bigger unit like him should have at least tried to have pushed Canelo back by using his jab. That's what I think he should have done, and then a straight right down the middle or an uppercut. Because when he did throw his uppercuts, they were pretty good. They landed, but for me, I think it was a great performance, a good performance by Canelo. Who do you think wins out of Canelo and David Benavidez? Because I've heard a few people calling that, and Canelo and Caleb Plant.
Well, I hope Canelo doesn't fight David Benavidez next. I hope he don't. Caleb Plant better be Charlo.
Sorry, Ty.
Spence Crawford.
Right,
those would be the guys on my list for that guy to fight. But I don't know. Maybe somebody else might see something with the Benavidez kid. But
I'm sending you a link now, Tyrone.
From my perspective, I wouldn't. I think Canelo's going to whoop him too.
Yeah. Well, this is where I was just going to go. Canvas, I've just sent you the link, Tyrone. I'm not going to be on much longer, mate, about another 10, 15 minutes.
It's breaking up on me, Laws.
Me computer. Nobody. You.
Yeah, Laws, you breaking up though, bruh. I think it's me. It might be me. I can't see the chat, so yeah, I can't see the chat, so that ain't gonna work either. Yeah, man. Just in case, if I'm talking over anybody, just mute me, Laws, because I can't hear you. But maybe y'all see something different with if Canelo was to fight Benavidez, but I don't want to see that shit. I'd rather see something in which I just said. I think that Canelo can do a better job can help out the fight fans, and yeah, you still cutting in and out, Laws. I heard that. Yeah, I can hear you say that, but it's cutting in and out still, bruh. Yeah.
Yeah,
I heard that.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Can you hear me, Tyra?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you're cutting out a little bit.
Don't go live because I'm not in control with my computer.
I think you need to turn off automatic updates, and you need to turn that off on your laptop, man.
Or refresh.
Nah, don't refresh it. That ain't gonna do nothing. You need to keep the
Can you
turn them?
Can't even fucking hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you now. I heard that.
Can you?
Yeah, but you're cutting in and out. It's like I think your computer is updated.
I don't like this.
Yeah, as long as it's still breaking up, bruh. Laws, don't throw that computer, bruh. Don't throw it. Laws probably already snapped that damn laptop across his leg. Hey man, I go home when I feel like it.
That's right.
Damn, Laws.
Oh, sure. I guess wait till Laws comes back. But yeah, I heard you guys talking about the fight.
Can you hear me, Tyrone?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can I hear
All right.
Mike, can you hear me?
I think Mike's dropped off. Scrapbook, salute to you, brother.
Oops.
Salute to you. Hope you're good. I hear something. Bring on the pipes from the
Yeah,
next book.
I can hear
Yeah,
you.
Mike must have dropped off, Ty. I've
Okay.
unplugged your microphone. Yeah, so what did you think quickly of the fight, Tyrone? Ruthless.
very, very disappointing from the WBSS winner. You know, I saw this guy since he fought Rocky Fielding and Derek Skoglund guy in the quarterfinal, and then that kickboxer in the semifinal. And the Groves performance was pretty good. I mean, he was moving around. He was up on his toes. Yeah, Groves' shoulder was shot to shit, and he was past it. But, I mean, it was still good. And then he knocked out Ndom, who was really semi-retired. But then he just kind of got in there last night and was just, another one of these cases. He was really just glad to be here. He was glad to take part. And I think he was, like, banned from trying. I don't know what happened. I mean, I rewatched Stormy's live stream last night, and he was right on target about it. That makes 3 fighters in a row now. Jacobs is known to be glad to be here. He's an early guy. That's his thing. He doesn't ever really want the win. Kovalev was fatigued and passed it, and then Callum Smith. I mean that. For me, how are you 6'3"? I'm so tired of these big for nothing dudes. They get in here. I mean, and he's much, much better than what he showed us there. He's much better than that. I mean, he is a slow starter, but when it's time to get busy, it seemed with all the other opponents he wanted to work, but I don't know what happened here.
Yeah, agreed, bro. Agreed. Push that thing away out my face. Yeah, agreed. And Canvas he's put on that performance. Billy Joe Saunders and Plant get starched. I think so. Billy Joe Saunders was I've always said I like Billy. I still do like Billy, but he was terrible in his last. I wouldn't say terrible.
There you go, right there, John. Let him in. Hold up, I'm doing something, bro.
He hasn't fought for a while, but he was huffing and puffing after that fight. against Martin Murray.
Workman
And
like
if he was fighting someone like Canelo, I agree there, Canvas. I think Canelo knocks him out.
Oh yeah, okay, cool.
I think he knocks him out quite easy.
it's like, I mean, I like Andre too, but those two are very similar. I wish they would have fought because now, granted, Andre doesn't blow up and is more under the radar, except for that fake gun charge that Eddie Hearn told him to go get his cred up.
Yeah,
but other than that, these guys for the hardcores, we just keep saying, "Oh, they're so talented. Oh, they're so talented. Oh, they're so talented," but
yeah,
they haven't done anything.
yeah,
You know, it comes a time where they actually have to perform. Like, you can't be fighting to the level of your opposition. You have to get these guys out of here. Like, I mean, wasn't Andre at the fight? And
yeah, he was. Yeah,
he didn't seem like he just seemed like he didn't rock the boat. Wanted to rock the boat. And also another thing that I don't know, I don't kind of get. I don't want to see Spence Canelo. I want to see Jamal Charlo versus Canelo.
yeah.
Spence,
Me too.
we like Spence, but don't take food off of your friend's plate. I mean, that's really what it is. If you want to fight him after, you can fight him after. I don't want to hear talk about Canelo. I want to hear Jamal Charlo versus
Yeah,
Canelo. That's your guy, right? That's your friend. Let him get that one. He's the one in the weight class.
yeah.
You know,
I think Charlo could easily clear out that 168 division. I know he's only 160, but I think he's good enough and capable enough of going up to 168 and clearing the whole of that 168 division out. That's hand on heart. I honestly think Jamal Charlo would clear that division out, no problem.
yeah, he could.
Okay?
Yeah, he could. He very much could. But that for me is the a fight to make, that or Andre.
Yeah.
I'll be like, honestly, those two for Canelo.
Yeah. I'd like to. Do you know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see Charlo fight Triple G, but I don't think that's ever going to happen because Triple G don't want that smoke. But I'd like to see Charlo Triple G, and then I'd love to see Charlo move up to 168, and he could clear that division out, no problem.
I want Canelo to come back down to 160.
Yeah,
Charlo. That's what needs to happen. He has unfinished business at 160. This is just kind of like he's sort of like angling. Like he looks at opponent at 160. Oh, let me get up there. Oh, let me come back. Let me get at 175. Let me come back here. So he just wants to maneuver his way to certain belts. I mean, when Benavidez was he refused to lose the pound. Not 5 minutes, his team called the WBC asking for a title fight for a vacant belt with him and somebody else.
Yeah.
Less than 5 minutes, I guarantee you.
Yeah.
I mean, but
go on, Mike.
But the main thing about that all is like, you know, Canelo could do whatever the hell he wants, you know, and that's a proven fact.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
And you know, as far as who he fights next and stuff like that, and who he should fight and stuff, you know, I'm pretty sure they already somewhat mapped out his career. You know, he's in his 30s. Pretty sure they mapped out the next 5 years, and they're looking at, you know, the obvious, not the obvious, the usual suspects. The usual suspects for Canelo to fight is going to be the same ones now and 5 years from now. It's going to be the Charlos. It's going to be the Earls. It's going to be the Crawfords if they're still around. And that's just that's just the way it is. Hell, this idiot still talking about some Triple G and some other yahoos that's fighting the Edward Hearn, you know, the slickster, you know. So the reality is that these young bucks out here, I don't care what they fighting at. I don't care if it's 160, 168. I don't care what class they fighting in. It's just the fights need to just happen in general. It would be nice if we could get a fair playing field and these fighters get up in there and one fighter don't got to go up 3 weight classes, 2 weight classes, or something like that. They can meet in the middle or something. You know what I'm saying? But that's not going to be the case with Canelo. Canelo is going to weight bully. Well, he already on the top, but he's going to keep continuing to weight bully people because why? Because they feel why not? Why not have an advantage over your opponent when you can? And that's just the way they're going to do it.
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua said it. Anthony Joshua said it. Remember, he said, "I'm planning out my career. I'd like to have my career planned out." That didn't work out, and it's not going to work out for Canelo because somebody's going to lose.
Yeah. That's Ricky's put. I want to see Charlo versus Andre.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good fight.
Those are all fights, but for me, I want to see Canelo fight, one of these undefeated guys at 160. I think his weight class, you can't go to 160, not finish business, and then start, angling from there to look for fights. And I know we all love Spence, but I know Spence only has really one fight left at 147 of note. But I mean, if Charlo is my friend and I'm talking about, me and him, his opponent or potential opponent, it's sort of like, in my mind, I think he can beat my friend. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
Paul? It's like, why am I talking about a fight with Canelo when I know he should be fighting my friend first before anything else?
Yeah.
I don't want to play with it that way, but that's what I see. I don't, your guy's up next. I don't want to jump in line for that. Maybe fight him down the line after he had fought him, whatever happens, but not next.
Yeah.
And if that does happen, what will Jamal say?
Yeah.
I mean, well, you also have to put it in perspective that, sometimes in life, man, you gotta do what's best for you. You can sit up over here and you got your homies and stuff like that, or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, you got to do what's the best for you. And Canelo might not want to fight Charlo, either one of them. So he got to fight somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's not my fault. I mean, it's not like Earl is the one dictating if if the fight is going to happen. No, it's Canelo dictating if the fight is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And if I was any fighter, in boxing, period, friendships or not, if somebody tell me that Canelo wants to fight me, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, buddy. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be mad, but I got to get this. I got to get this fight, this legacy, and got to get this money.
Yeah. Right. Listen, I'm gonna have to get up out of here. But before I go, what do you think of this?
You ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, Mike. I've got things to do.
Fuck off.
What did you just say, punk? Hey, what, Mike? You'll be getting fucked off in a minute because I'll be fucking terminating you out of here. What do you think of this?
What were you saying? Oh no, that was a joke.
Man, that shit faker than RuPaul's pussy.
I know, yeah.
You told me it was a joke.
See you later, Flower. Yeah, I know. I'm just laughing now. That's what I.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Somebody did a pretty good job with it, though. I ain't gonna lie. That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good one. They did a pretty good job with that, man.
BS. As soon as I saw it, I knew it was BS.
Because
I knew it was bringing. Oh, go ahead.
No. You go ahead.
No, I was about to say. As soon as it said summer, 2021, I was like, nah, that's fake.
Yeah.
So what's all this about? I just want to touch on this quickly because I saw what Mike was saying in the chat. Right. So we've heard recently, it's sort of finalized and it's just small details like who walks out first and all this stuff. But it's like they don't want to say any word that starts with a W and an I, like, or name. This isn't that weird?
Yeah.
When we hear back,
they don't have no W's.
Right.
That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't have no W. The thing about it is, and this is the sad part about it is, this is the reason why people are just tricksters. You got Golden Boy and MTK Global getting sued.
Yes.
All right, baby boy. They both getting sued right now And then you got these guys out here just constantly trying to feed fans narratives that this is how it's going to be and this is how it's going to go down. Really, to tell you the truth, and really to tell you the truth, every single boxing fan knows that there's mediation and stuff like that. They just trying to keep boxing fans on the edge of their seat and captivated with this with this like it's like they want to put boxing fans in a trance of every week and every chance we get, this is what we're gonna say about this fight. Just follow the plot back and forth, listen to the sound of my voice. You're going deeper and deeper down. You know what I'm saying? And and every time they do this, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Well, we got a verbal. Well, we agreed to this. Well, it's up to Usyk. It's like we all know these things. The boxing commission don't want to get in the way because they don't want to get sued. You know what I'm saying? By any of these guys who was supposed to be the mandatory next. You know what I'm saying? And then you got these other guys. Look at Usyk. Look at Usyk. Why? If I was Usyk, I wouldn't take no step aside money. If I was Usyk, I wouldn't take no step aside money if I knew I could beat Anthony Joshua. You want
Yeah, if Eddie Hearn,
I don't think he is.
Yeah.
No. Do y'all think at the end of the day, I'm not gonna say this, I'm not gonna say what I just said, but do y'all think Usyk can beat AJ?
Yeah, I mean,
no, I don't.
No, what I'm saying. See, but you see the doubt.
Yeah. Well, I was about to say he could do if he was able to stick and move. He'd have to play that running game, run his way around the ring, and hope that he get in, out. He'd have to do that. Stick and move. He'd have to be on his bike all night. But if AJ caught him, he's out of there. No shadow of a doubt. If AJ catches him clean, he's out of there. Because AJ's such a big hitter. And he's not a heavyweight, is he? I mean, what was his last fight? What did he come in at? 220 something, 221, 223. Isn't that new bridge weight now?
Yep.
No, but they don't have to fight it.
Well, I'm gonna have to get up out of here because I'm up out of here, Max. Got things to do. Right. Thanks for coming through. I hope you all have a good Christmas. I'll be back in the new year sometime. Yep. Salute to the chat. Hope you all have a great Christmas. Tyrone, I'll speak to you before Christmas. If I don't, mate, I'll send you a message on Christmas Day.
Nice. Yep. Thank you.
Hope you have a good Christmas, bro. Mike, absolute pleasure, brother. Hope you all have a good Christmas.
Yeah, everyone have a good Christmas.
Yeah, salute to the chat. Have a good Christmas. Peace. I'm up out of here.
Yep. So peace.